Most people think respect is something you earn over time by doing grand things, achieving big goals, or commanding authority. But psychology shows us that respect can actually begin to form in someone's mind in just a few seconds. The way we carry ourselves, the words we choose, and how we interact with others, all these small signals are constantly being read by the people around us. They form impressions quickly and decide whether we deserve respect or not, often without even realizing it. If you understand this process, you can influence it. You don't need to fake anything or try to manipulate others. You just need to understand the behaviors that create immediate respect and practice them consistently. The first thing to understand is that humans subconsciously look for indicators of self-respect before they offer respect to someone else. This means, if you don't respect yourself, others are less likely to do so. Now, what does self-respect look like in behavior? It shows up in posture, tone of voice, and boundaries. For example, someone who speaks clearly without rushing or apologizing unnecessarily gives the impression that they are comfortable with their presence. They don't need to beg for space. People listen to them not because they are loud, but because they believe their words have value. Similarly, people who maintain good posture, not stiff but upright and relaxed, tend to be perceived as more confident and therefore more respectable. Slouching, avoiding eye contact, or shrinking into yourself sends the message that you're unsure, and others will pick up on that. On the other hand, if you make eye contact while speaking, keep your shoulders back, and don't fidget too much, people are more likely to take you seriously. But confidence without humility can also backfire. So, one of the quickest ways to gain respect is to listen. Not just to hear, but to truly listen. When someone is speaking, don't interrupt. Let them finish. Nod occasionally to show engagement. When it's your turn to talk, respond directly to what they said instead of waiting to bring the conversation back to yourself. This small shift tells people that you value their thoughts, and in return they are more likely to value yours. Respect often works as a mirror. Another important psychological principle is that people respect consistency. If you say you'll do something, do it. If you promise to call at 5, not 5:30. If you show up on time regularly, people will begin to associate your name with reliability. This might sound like common sense, but it's amazing how many people underestimate the power of follow-through. Consistency builds trust, and trust is one of the strongest foundations of respect. One overlooked behavior that builds respect quickly is restraint. This doesn't mean being silent or passive. It means not reacting emotionally to everything. Let's say someone criticizes your idea in a meeting. A person who immediately gets defensive or tries to attack back loses respect because it looks like they can't handle pressure. But someone who takes a breath, considers the criticism, and responds calmly shows mental strength. Emotional control is one of the clearest signs of maturity, and maturity earns respect even from people who may not like you. You can also gain immediate respect by having clarity in your communication. People don't respect vague or indirect speech. If you constantly use words like maybe, I guess, or I'm not sure, it makes you sound uncertain. Instead, if you say, I think this is the best option because of X, and explain your reasoning simply, it shows that your thoughts are organized. That clarity signals leadership. People are naturally drawn to those who seem to know what they're talking about, even if they're wrong sometimes. Now let's talk about boundaries. Respect grows quickly when people know where you draw the line. That doesn't mean you have to be aggressive or confrontational. It just means that you should be able to say no without guilt. For example, if a coworker tries to push their responsibilities onto you, and you respond politely but firmly that you're already at capacity, they may not like it, but they will respect it. Another small but powerful habit that earns respect is giving credit to others. When you acknowledge someone's work or idea publicly, it shows that you're not insecure or threatened by the success of others. In fact, people who can praise others are seen as more competent, not less. This might seem ironic, but psychology confirms it. Giving credit where it's due makes people see you as confident and fair, two traits that instantly earn respect. Now let's explore appearance, not in terms of beauty but neatness. You don't need to wear expensive clothes or follow the latest trends. But if you look like you've put thought into your appearance, that you're clean, organized, and presentable, people interpret it as self-discipline. Language also matters. People respect those who speak with intention. This means avoiding too much slang, filler words like, or gossip. Every time you speak, you're revealing the quality of your thinking. It's also important to remember that people respect those who bring value. This doesn't mean you need to be a genius or solve big problems. It means being helpful in small but meaningful ways. Another subtle, often underestimated factor is silence. Knowing when to speak and when to stay quiet is a skill. People who feel the need to comment on everything or always have the last word often lose credibility. In conversations, don't try to dominate. Instead, ask thoughtful questions. When you ask people about their ideas or opinions, it shows that you're secure enough not to make everything about you. Let's also touch on body language. Besides posture and eye contact, your overall energy matters. Are you calm or frantic? Do you look distracted or present? People who are fully present in the moment make others feel important. And when someone makes you feel important, you begin to respect them. It's automatic. Lastly, one of the fastest ways to earn respect is to stick to your values, even when it's inconvenient. If you believe in honesty, don't lie to get out of trouble. If you value fairness, don't take credit for someone else's work. People watch how you behave when it's hard, not when it's easy. When they see that your actions and words match, they begin to trust and respect you because they know you're not pretending. So in summary, if you want people to respect you immediately, start by respecting yourself. Speak with clarity, listen with focus, walk with purpose, and act with consistency. Set boundaries without guilt, stay calm under pressure, and be generous in giving credit. Keep your promises, maintain your values, and remember that real respect is not something you demand. It's something you naturally attract when your behavior reflects self-awareness, self-discipline, and empathy. These principles may sound simple, but practicing them daily makes you stand out in a world where many people are uncertain, reactive, and inconsistent. And when you stand out for the right reasons, respect follows, not eventually, but often instantly.